Welcome everyone to Real Insights. This is Rich. We're going to talk today about inventory, housing inventory, something you may have heard, a term if you've been watching the news, reading the paper these days. You hear a lot about inventory. Is it high? Is it low? Is it good? Is it bad? How do you tell? What does that really mean to you? Well, housing inventory is really just about the number of listings that are on the market at any given point in time. In economic terms, people talk about this like supply and demand. You've heard the concepts of supply and demand. It really represents in real estate the balance between sellers and buyers. When there's many sellers and there's a lot of things you can choose from on the market, prices will tend to be lower. When there's many buyers for the same number of houses on the market, then things tend to get bid up. So where are we now across the nation and in Massachusetts in particular? I took a look at the housing inventory stats between 2019 and 2020 for the month of October. And you can see in this chart, the blue line shows, the blue bar shows the 2019 inventory at this point in time last year, and the orange shows where we are now for both single family homes and condominiums. So that gives you some sense for just how much lower the inventory is this year, 2020, in the midst of the COVID crisis. It's also important to take a look at trends, and so I took a look at the last 12 months and how does that compare month after month. And you can see, again, the relative difference, the significantly lower inventory that you're going to see of single-family homes on the market versus in 2020 versus 2019. You can also get a sense from the orange line and the blue line whether that gap is increasing or decreasing. So what does this mean in today's market? Basically, if you're a seller or you're thinking of selling, it may be a good time to get your house on the market because when inventory is low, there's a better chance you'll get a higher price. Sometimes you get multiple bids, and it's basically low inventory generally means a seller's market. If you're a buyer and you need to buy a place, you want to be able to act fast. You want to be a well-qualified buyer. And we'll talk about what it means to be a well-qualified buyer. You hate to compete, really want a house, and then find out you can't get it for some reason that you could have prepared better for. So we'll talk more about that in a future series. Until then, stay subscribed and stay real informed. Thanks, everybody.